Hey everybody, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about No Time to Die, the fifth and final Daniel Craig Bond installment. No Time to Die stars Daniel Craig, Léa Seydoux, and Rami Malek, and it sends Bond on another exciting adventure, and it explores both Bond's past and his future going forward. First of all, let's talk about the performances in No Time to Die. Daniel Craig gives the best performance he's ever given as James Bond in this movie. He's really fantastic. He has a really wide range of emotions that we haven't really seen out of Bond since Casino Royale. He's very entertaining as Bond in this movie. Overall, Daniel Craig gives a really good performance in this movie and goes to levels that we haven't really seen him go to as Bond. Léa Seydoux, she also does a really good job in this movie. I've heard mixed reviews about her performance, but personally, I thought she did a fantastic job, both in No Time to Die and Spectre. I thought she's been a really good addition to the Bond franchise, and in this movie that continues on, she's really good in this movie. And I would say she's definitely better than she was in Spectre in No Time to Die. Both Daniel Craig and Léa Seydoux are also given a lot more to work with in this movie, so I'm sure that contributes to their improved performances in No Time to Die. And for this movie, our Bond villain, Rami Malek. I wish I could say he was as good as his predecessors, Javier Bardem as Silva, Mads Mikkelsen as Le Chiffre. Unfortunately, he doesn't really hit those highs that we've seen from the Craig Bond movies. He does have some good moments in this movie, but overall, I think his performance is a little bit uneven. He feels kind of awkward at times in the movie. He's not a particularly well-written villain either. However, I think that's okay. Because even though this is true in other Bond movies, in this movie it's especially true. The Bond villain is used a lot more as a driver for James Bond instead of a standalone villain. He has a lot more of an influence on James Bond's character than previous villains, I would say. One thing that everyone's been talking about is Ana de Armas' very good performance in this movie. It's true, she's fantastic in this movie. Even though she's only in it for maybe around 10 minutes of the runtime, she definitely stands out. She was great in Knives Out, and she's great here as well. Lashana Lynch is also very good in this movie. She's not given that much to work with, but when she is on screen, she's good as well. Now getting into the rest of the movie. This movie is the longest Bond movie of the Daniel Craig era. It might be the longest Bond movie of all time, but it's 2 hours and 43 minutes. It's a very long runtime. However, I was engaged through the whole time. Personally, I didn't feel like it went that long. It felt like it was over 2 hours, but it didn't feel like it went to a point where it overstayed its welcome. It might have been able to be a little bit shorter, but I think overall, the 2 hour and 43 minute runtime was earned. One issue I had with No Time to Die is also a problem I had with Spectre and Quantum of Solace. The issue is that sometimes when you're watching the movie, it gets confusing. This movie does not have nearly as much of that as Quantum of Solace or even Spectre, but it definitely does have moments where you're confused as to what's going on, and it's not necessary for it to be that confusing. One big improvement over Spectre in No Time to Die is the action. Even though Spectre has some really great action sequences like the Day of the Dead sequence, this film really, it has a lot of great action going for it. One small issue with the action is that it goes a little bit too long at times. That might be a little bit of a way to trim the runtime. But overall, the action in this movie is really stellar. Definitely a Craig Bond high. Definitely some of the best we've seen in a Craig Bond movie. Overall, it's fantastic action, and I think the film does a great job showing some incredible stunts for the final outing of the Daniel Craig Bond. Billie Eilish did the theme song for this movie, and it was really good. Not only was it really good, it was a little bit different than the last few songs we've seen, like Writing on the Wall with Sam Smith, Skyfall with Adele. It's a little bit more toned down, but in the movie it really fits, and the opening credits are really, really good. I would say probably the second best out of the 5 Bond Craig movies, only topped by Skyfall. And overall, it was a really good opening credit sequence. And this movie also has a really good third act. I would say it's up there with Skyfall and Casino Royale. It has a really good third act, got a lot of twists and turns, and this movie overall, it has a lot going for it. I really enjoyed it, and personally, I think it was a great finale to the Daniel Craig Bond series. I'm gonna give James Bond No Time to Die a +3. Let me know in the comments, did you guys like the movie? Did you not like the movie? What did you think about No Time to Die? By the way, I've got to apologize. I know I said I was going to release the No Time to Die review about a week ago. Unfortunately, I got busy with SATs, and then I just kind of procrastinated for a while. So I'm sorry, but I'm getting back into it now. I've got a few reviews coming soon, like The Guilty and Dune, the new Dune movie. And I'm really excited to bring those to you. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.